Yo, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? Today, our guest for the spotlight is none other than AJBakePlays. I actually forgot to change the tag. Give me 1 second. This is something I only realized now. Horrible host. How are you doing today, AJ?
I am doing fantastic, Poro. It's been a good Saturday so far. How are you doing?
Doing absolutely phenomenal, like usual. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
All right, AJBakePlays. There we go. All right, AJ. Tell us to start things off. Tell us a little bit about yourself here. Who are you? What do you play? What do you stream? And why should people absolutely go drop that juicy follow to your channel?
Well, first of all, Poro, thank you so much for having me as a guest. I am
welcome.
super stoked to be here today. Your channel is great, and I'm so excited. But about me, I am AJ. I have been streaming for a little under 3 years under the brand AJBakePlays. I am a Nintendo variety content creator. I also create original content for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I just recently launched a Patreon, so I'm starting to kind of experiment and do different things with that too. But I went full-time with content creation about a year ago. And yeah, that's a lot about me.
How has the full-time creation thing actually been for you so far? Because I'm slowly getting into that as well, and I've actually messaged you about this too, and you've given me a lot of advice on it as well. But how has it been treating you for the viewers? Like, what is full content creation like as a full-time thing? How is it like? Tell us something more about it.
Yeah, so full-time content creation, it's definitely different than any job I've ever had. Because it's very much a non-stop thing, right? You know, you don't really ever pause with it. It's like everything you do, everything that you work on kind of generates itself into content, right? So it's been a really fun experience. I have learned so much about Photoshop, so much about graphic design, so much about video editing. No day is ever the same. I feel like every single day I'm doing something different, you know? Like some days are dedicated to video editing, you know, making clips, things like that. Other days are dedicated to stream upgrades. Other days are art days, you know? So I love the variety of it. It's always a, you know, there's lots of peaks and valleys, of course. You always have your high points and your low points.
That's very true, yeah. That is very true. Sometimes you're doing like that epic edit where you're like after the edit, just 5 minutes of just admiring the edit. And another time is just like, not this again. Yeah. So I do feel you there, yeah, with like the highs and the lows. I've had that quite a bit as well so far.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and content is always kind of a tricky thing to navigate because people's interests, things that are relevant, it changes every single day. You know, there's no real guidebook that kind of says what's going to work and what doesn't, just based on audience. And it's just things you got to figure out for yourself. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And it's a lot of experimenting, but it's always a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it's definitely like fun, like trying to like find your way during the whole editing thing of what works, what doesn't work. Like I've really enjoyed the time like trying to get like YouTube videos done and everything as well. Especially if you have like a timer. And you for like 3 days you're like, I got time enough, I'll just do some stream edits now or whatever, and then the time hits and you're like, well fuck, I have to do it now. Yeah. I have to do it. So it's definitely like a unique experience, and I think I've really enjoyed it so far. I've definitely really enjoyed it. But what are some like games you like enjoy editing the most or enjoy playing the most in terms of like content, like pure content?
Yeah, so content-wise, I have a really big focus on Nintendo content, and especially with streaming, I kind of cycle through the same 3 games. I have a pretty consistent gaming schedule as far as that goes. But I stream a lot of Smash Bros, a lot of Mario Kart, and I play and stream a lot of Pokemon Unite. more than I probably should.
Yeah, speaking of Unite, by the way, I've noticed some streams of yours. I legitimately didn't know Blastoise was a character. I played Unite at the beginning, and I played it quite like heavily as well. Like, I'm very frustrated when people didn't know what they were doing, because obviously I come from like a MOBA background. I've played Dota 2, I've played League of Legends, so when it comes to a MOBA game, I know what the fuck I'm doing. But some people just play it because it's Pokemon, right? It's Pokemon, it's fun, and I just get frustrated on it, so I stop playing it. Okay, I see you. You know what? No, remind me to never duo up with you. Let's be fair. You're probably gonna carry anyways. I haven't played in a very, very long time. I'll still be playing Garchomp jungle because fuck everything.
It's fine. It still works.
Okay.
Still busted.
Good. No, but what happened in Unite? Like, what are like? So there's so many updates. I think I've missed. I think Mamoswine and Sylveon are also characters now. I think I've read that somewhere in the. Was it the Direct or was it the Pokemon Direct? I think it was the Pokemon Direct.
Yes, I think you're right. I think it was announced before that last big Nintendo Direct. Maybe. I can't remember.
I think so.
There's a lot of things that have come to the game. It's in the, not Season 2, but I guess what they're calling the second half of Season 1. Even though you have to buy a new Battle Pass, which is kind of sus, but whatever.
Definitely Season 2.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that now people are really starting to learn how to play the game, and that divide between what you said, just people playing it because it's Pokemon and people playing it because they want to be good. It's starting to get further. So it's a lot more competitive, but at the same time, it's very frustrating to team up with randoms.
Yeah, I have a friend actually that still plays it like very, very religiously, and every once in a while I get a DM from him with a screenshot of him having like 400 or 500 points and his team just having 0, and then still them like losing, and him just yelling out just like, I cannot believe this, bro, this is why I never get into Masters, blah blah blah, and I'm like,
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's just what I'm like seeing and everything.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of elements to the game that are very broken. Like, Zapdos is still just so busted. It's almost a meme at this point, because I've shared it with so many people, but I played a game where, like, the opposing team had 6 points all the way up to Zapdos, and then we still won, but only by, like, 5 points. It was, like, 500 points each. Crazy stuff.
I remember playing it, and we were in the losing seat, and I was just, okay, listen, this game's over unless we get Zapdos. And then we got Zapdos, and we just, like, if you don't have points, Zapdos is actually better because you dunk for 100 every single point, and they're so easily to get as well. So,
yes,
I just told, because I was doing with the friend that kept DMing me, so I just said, like, he was like, I'm gonna grab this point, and I'm like, no, don't grab it. If we get Zapdos, it's it's easy. It's just easy points, 100 points, no cap. We just win. And he was like, okay, fine. I'll just do it. I'll listen to you. We got Zapdos. We dunked for like 400 points, and then just camped them at base the entire time. Like it's fucking bullshit.
But that's how you win. Bullshit. Like, especially in a ranked. Crazy. Yeah. So frustrating.
Like they need to nerf that Zapdos like ASAP. Where it's either because do you get buffs from it or?
Well, so I don't know if you get buffs necessarily. I think you get EXP, but you get both the points and the 0 defense on the goal for 30 seconds. It needs to be one or the other, you know? Either you only get the points and you still have to score normally, or it's 0 defense, but you just have to run with what you have. Because then it makes it more about what the other player did before leading up to Zapdos, too, you know?
Yeah, or like getting double points instead of dunking double points, receiving double points. If you pick up like one ball for like, let's say 4 points, you get 8 instead.
Yes.
I think that makes more sense because then the enemy still has a comeback method, and instead of being like, oh, we're ahead, better camp Zapdos now, but let's not take it because if we take it, we risk the entire game. So let's just sit here in a bush with 5 people. I just don't see the fun in that, to be honest, and I hope that because I think, is there a next Pokemon Direct soon? I don't think so. There's an Animal Crossing. Is there a Direct coming from Pokemon as well?
I think so. No, maybe. No, there's a Smash and an Animal Crossing.
And an
You're
Animal
right.
Crossing. That's what I remember. Because I really pray on Zapdos being nerfed. Or a very interesting thing they can do is give it like combat bonuses. And make it like a random between Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno. With Zapdos, if you attack, you have like lightning effects that hit multiple people. With Moltres, you get like a burn effect. And with Articuno, you have... This is like the most OP then. You have like the random chance to like freeze someone. That's like really, really busted, but it can also not be of any effect. To like balance it out, like a 30% freeze chance or something. Or 30 is maybe a little much, 10%.
Yeah, for sure. No, that does actually make a lot of sense. That would be so cool. They just need to call you next time, Poro. What are they doing?
Yo, hey, listen, Nintendo, hit me up. I'm always available. I won't even. I'll accept like $100 payment weekly. It's fine. It's not much. It's not much at all.
Don't bother with his streams, chat.
I will accept 1 case of G Fuel.
G
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuel. G Fuel.
I'm sorry. What am I saying?
Gamer subs. Exactly.
Yes.
1 type of gamer subs, guys. If you want to get some gamer subs, use code iamporro, 10% off. Just go do it. Thank you for the free plug, though. Appreciate it. Oh my god. Anyways, moving on to the next subject, because we talked a little bit about the upcoming Direct, which was a Smash Direct. There's gonna be the lost character that's gonna be announced in that Direct. Now, I have 2 questions for you. What's gonna be your prediction, and who do you actually secretly want in the game? Because I know you also play a lot of Smash, so you have to have that one character you're like, I would literally die if they put it in.
Yes. Okay.
So
my prediction, like who I think it's actually going to be. I think Nintendo is going to troll everybody, and it's going to be Waluigi, honestly. I think that's easy. I think that's a first-party character, and I think it's what everybody wants anyway. So...
Very true.
That's what I see. I don't know. That's what I see happening. Now, who do I want to happen? It would be pretty dope to see Crash Bandicoot. Honest. Or Spyro. Either one of those.
I agree with Crash. I didn't play Spyro growing up, so I can't really get into that, but I 100% agree with Crash Bandicoot being a Smash would be absolutely dope.
Yeah.
You make me happy, though, with saying that they're gonna troll with putting Waluigi in here, because that's the character that I really want. I've been wanting him for a while. I don't know if you've ever played Super Smash Flash. Super Smash Flash 2, there's Waluigi in there, and he plays...
What a blast from the past.
Yes, and in the second one, there's a Waluigi character, and he plays so smoothly. They need to change like the Piranha Plant, though, because Piranha Plant is a playable character now. So they do need to change that move, but he plays so smoothly. And I would love that moveset in actual Smash. I think it's going to do so well. Who do I think it's going to be? Honestly, at this point, Master Chief. I literally have no fucking idea. I think they can just have a collab with any like big thing. Sora could be like a huge lost character as well, because so many people want Sora. So I think it's going to be like another collab, because every single one has been a collab so far, other than we can say Sephiroth wasn't that big of a collab, because they've already done it with Cloud. But yeah. I think there's going to be a big collab just to round it all up. That's what I'm predicting. But I love your prediction a lot more.
So I have a question. Just curious. Is Sora owned by Square Enix, or is Sora owned by Disney? Because I wonder if that would have some type of impact. I don't know.
I think Sora is owned by Square Enix, and the characters, like the Disney characters, are still by Disney, but they just have the rights to use them. But I think Sora and like, because Sephiroth is also used in one of the Kingdom Hearts games, I think.
You're right, yep.
So I think Sora falls underneath the same category as them, and then is owned by Square Enix, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago, I heard that Disney was trying to buy Nintendo, and Nintendo was like, oh, whatever, loser, buy. No way.
Does Disney have more money than Nintendo?
So, interestingly enough, I just found this out. Pokemon is actually the highest grossing media franchise in the entire world. So it's like, I can't remember if it's 90 billion or 900 billion. One of the two.
It is actually insane.
More than anything Disney ever did. Crazy.
But it's also because merchandise, right? With Pokemon pushes out a lot of merchandise, and I think Disney can't really do that. Because they can keep pushing Frozen merchandise for like a year, 2 years, but then they need a Frozen 2 because the merch is not going to sell anymore.
Right.
Unless it's like Disney Princesses, they can have like some separate thing for that. But it's like, if you now release a plush of a Pikachu, a brand new Pikachu, it's older than Frozen, but it still sells. New game or not.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's that difference as well, right? So I think Nintendo is right now, it might actually be like worth a lot more than Frozen, I think. I kind of want to fact check that now.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, sorry. Disney.
I had a thought and I lost it. Oh, Nintendo really knew what they were doing with that market, though, making 151 merchandisable characters right out the gate.
I mean, are they all merchandisable?
Debatable.
I don't think a plush... Well, let me think of one of the early ones that are completely forgotten. A Farfetch'd plush. I don't think that's going to sell very well.
True. Maybe not like a Ghastly, you know?
A Ghastly could still do well.
Like a lump. Yeah.
A Ghastly plush would be funny, though. I've never... Have I seen one? No, I have seen one, because I've looked... I really want to visit this place, by the way. The Pokemon Center in Japan. I really want to visit that place. It looks so good. And they have, like, plushies for, like, every Pokemon up until Gen 3 right now. And I think they're busy with Gen 4. And I think Gen 8 also has every Pokemon already. Because on release they did Gen 8. I think. But that's somewhere I really, really want to go. Like, if I'm ever going to Japan, I am visiting that place.
100%. Yeah, I would like to go to the one... There's one in New York City also. I don't think it's as big, but I think it's really cool still.
It's, I think, 4 times as small, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not small. It's still big. But the one in Japan is like... It's literally amazing. It's literally like going to, like, Disneyland... But then without the attractions. Just complete merchandise everywhere. And they also had like a Master Ball there, I think. Like an actual working Master Ball once. That was like $5,000 or something.
Oh my gosh.
An insane price. But it was really cool. Like, it was actually really cool.
Yeah.
Now, since we're like a little on the topic here, because I do want to cut out the merchandise topic. We're not going to give Nintendo or Pokemon too much attraction here.
Yeah.
Another prediction. Since you play a lot of Mario Kart 8, do you think we'll ever have a Mario Kart 9 on the Switch? Because the new console will probably be a new Mario Kart. But on the Switch, do you think they'll do a Mario Kart 9?
I would say at this point, no. I would say at this point, no. The Switch is already... I guess it's going on 5 years old. It'll be 5 in March, which is absolutely insane. Can't believe it's that old.
Oh yeah, actually though. Oh my god.
But Mario Kart 8, the port, whatever, came out like a month after the Switch did. So that game is also almost 5 years old.
Didn't it come out earlier, technically? Because Mario Kart 8 is Wii U, right? And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Then they ported it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... I don't think we'll ever get a 9 on the Switch. I think
not on the Switch.
No. I think if we'll get a 9, it will be the same as 8. It will be like at the end of the Switch, and then they'll port it over to the next console. So you have that like port over game. Because Mario Kart 8 is like a huge game, and there's so many like bundles. if you buy, even up until this date, if you buy a Switch, oh hey, you want Mario Kart 8 with it? You can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you buy the bundle because you're like, oh, then I'll have a game that's fun to play with friends. So I think they'll do the same thing with 9 if they're ever releasing a 9. But I don't think there's going to be a 9 anytime soon.
No, I think that, so with Nintendo consoles, it's kind of tricky because I feel as though the Switch is going to eventually outsell the Wii. Like, it's going to get that big. It's probably already almost there. Yeah. I think it was at 85 million last time I checked, and the Wii sold at 100. So it's going to get there.
It could be.
But I think at this point, with it being 5 years old, we're probably going to see an announcement, at least an announcement, by E3 next year, I would say.
Yeah, because they released
at least a
new
teaser.
Switch, right? They released a new Switch now. So
yes,
I don't think this year, or maybe even next year, we'll get anything. I think they might tease next year, but they're definitely not releasing something new.
No.
I would say
by 2023, I would expect to see a new console.
I would love...
My personal opinion.
I would love, like, a new concept idea. Like they've done with the Wii. Like they've done with the Switch. I don't want to see no Wii U's anymore. I want to see, like, the Wii, the Switch, like, something that completely mind blows you. Like, motion control, or something that you can use as a home console and then just take out of the home dock and just carry it with you to your friends. Like, something, like, mind-blowing. That's what that's what I really want to see. Mm-hmm. I think that's, like, insane. But what are they gonna do? Like, they're just gonna say, oh, well, we have this new VR console, because that's technically already done. Because they have, like, the whole cardboard. I really hate the VR.
Oh my gosh.
I really hate it.
That cardboard thing is so silly. Why? Why?
As a VR user, I despise it. I despise it. Because I've got an Oculus at home.
Yes. So
I know what, like, a good VR headset feels like. And then I used to work at a toy store. I used to be the manager there. And we used to sell those things. And once upon a time, a customer came to me and were like, yeah, I have no idea how to do this. So I was like, okay, I'll install it for you, whatever. And I installed it and I was like, damn, this quality sucks. I can just make this at home.
$80 for cardboard.
It's so stupid. I can literally just go home, cut out a board, like a box, just cut it out. It won't look as good, but it will function probably better.
Yeah, about the same durability, and if something happens to it...
maybe even better durability, depends on the box you're using. You've got very sturdy boxes, and trust me, those things were not sturdy. Those things were absolutely not sturdy. So, it's so bad, like... So if they would make a VR thing, I think it makes sense. But I don't think it's a Nintendo move. I think they need to do a lot more. They should, you know what they should do? This is the best transition I've ever done in my life, by the way. They should let you commission it.
Alright.
They should let you commission it. Because, guys, if you don't know,
Nintendo.
If you don't know, AJ does do commissions herself as well. And I specifically wanted to bring this up. Both the one, kind of plug her a little bit. You know, just go to the commissions. And to secondly, not an ad, true. And to secondly, inspire you a lot, because you lot are fucking talented. You guys are so talented, and you're not doing commissions. So AJ, why should my viewers that have talents do commissions, and why do you do commissions?
So first of all, I am not the best artist in the world by any means. There's a whole lot more talent out there. I've seen so much talent in so many various members of this community, for sure. So I 100% back what Poro said. If you are an artist, you should commission stuff. I originally started doing commissions because I was getting into doing digital art myself for YouTube projects. And whenever, especially when I first went full-time, something you like to think about is how can I diversify my income? You know, what other things can I do besides streaming? So I thought that it kind of made sense that I could kind of incorporate those two things together. I started out just making emotes for my own channel, and they kind of went through some phases as I kind of learned more about, how to make emotes and things like that. But yeah, I commission a wide variety of things, from emotes to logos to... I'm actually doing a really special project for a personal friend right now.
Oh.
I'm editing some sports photos into some posters, and he's going to display him in his sports cave he has in his basement. It's going to be pretty lit.
Ooh, that sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah, just a wide variety of things. Chances are, if you like doing art, there's somebody out there that likes your art style too and wants to commission you. So it never hurts to put yourself out there. You never know what could happen.
Exactly. If you don't try it, you don't know it. So
True.
If I had the talent to draw something, I would do it as well. But as we both know, I'm not even double left-handed. I'm literally just handless when it comes to drawing.
No, I've seen some Gartic games, okay? There's some talent there, Poro.
I think I think the games you were watching were the games that I either didn't participate in, or I specifically hit my own drawing because my drawings on Gartic are mostly stick figures. I think I even saw a clip of myself saying how to draw a woman. Stick, add boobs. Here's your woman. That's how I draw a woman on Gartic phone. or I have this thing where I only draw stick figures because I really can't draw humans. If it's a man, I'll add one hair that curls, and if it's a woman, it's mostly two hairs that go down, straight down.
Oh, that's how you know.
Yeah, that's how I identify a man and a woman in Gartic phone. It's a curly hair, one, and then two straight ones. Let's call them going down, and that's a woman because I'm that bad at it.
And guess what? You always get the point across, am I right?
Nah. I'm not so sure.
50-50 shot.
It's more about a 75-25, but none in my advantage. Oh no. I should, you know what? I should make you request something with stick figures. I think you'll bang that. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you'll probably have had weirder requests than stick figures. What's the weirdest one you've ever gotten?
So, whenever you said weird requests, I wasn't sure if you meant art requests or just requests in general, for content. So I can tell you with most confidence, the weirdest request I've ever gotten.
Oh god. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, I didn't do it, by the way, just saying up front. Did not participate. But somebody did ask me once, they offered a lot of payment for me to fart in a mason jar and mail it to them. But I didn't do it. Because gross. That's what this is the type of things you find on Twitch sometimes, It's a scary world out there. It's not for the faint of heart.
I'm actually speechless. I'm actually speechless.
Crazy stuff, am I right? Yeah, that was not a commission that I offer, so please, that's not on the menu.
My expectations were already low, because I was like, there's gonna be some mad thing that has probably been requested. But you've exceeded those. You have 100% exceeded my expectations. And I'm actually baffled that you were able to do that. Because when I say I had my expectations low, I mean low, like bottom of the barrel low. Jesus, man.
What can you do? Someone followed from that. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the follow, Oxygen. Appreciate it. But I was gonna try to segue myself to the next point with this, but honestly, the only thing I can think of right now is All right, let's fart straight into Stream Raiders, but I don't think.
Yes.
So Stream Raiders is something that I've used before in the past. It's something that I have used. I think I used it a lot when I did my Garlic Phone streams. So like whenever we were waiting or people were done with something, we could just quickly pop up a stream later. It's something fun to do with the viewers again. But you use it, I think, every single stream, and you use it like very actively as well. Like you look at the timers and you're like, oh guys, it's gonna start. Pause your game, if you can, and then just quickly do Stream Raiders. Like, what are the benefits from doing Stream Raiders from your personal like experience?
Yeah. So, something that I kind of noticed about my channel before I started to do Stream Raiders was that I didn't really have a lot of community interactivity as far as like channel points things or, you know, different things that viewers could do. You know, like some users have the like avatars that go across the screen, things like that. So, I went with Stream Raiders both because I had played Stream Raiders before on other people's streams and had a lot of fun with it. Also, Stream Raiders, believe it or not, is kind of a good discoverability tool because you have some that really like to play Stream Raiders just to play Stream Raiders, and they find your stream randomly just through the extension. I've literally had conversion rates, you know, of people dropping units and becoming subs of the channel eventually, just from things like that.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, so I think it's a cool way for the chat to work together. I think it's fun for everyone to kind of play. It's free also, which also helps.
Yeah, because I played it a little bit. But by the way, for those that don't know, Stream Raiders is kind of like a battle game that you can play with viewers. Like it takes 30 minutes to play, and with that I mean you have to wait 30 minutes to play it. But then when you play it, you kind of just do a level, you complete the level, you go on to the next level. And then viewers put in units on the battlefield, and I think every 5 minutes or something, you put in a new unit. And by playing with the streamer, they get more units, they get upgrades and everything. And then every 30 minutes, it's just quickly, guys, let's do this level. Level done. All right, next level. And then you have 30 minutes to set all of your units. So it's like kind of like a background game, pretty much, right? And I used to do it, but I stopped, and I don't really know why I stopped. I think it's because the overlay, I didn't have space for the overlay anymore. Yeah, at the time, I was rearranging my entire overlay, and I didn't have space for it anymore, because my like, just chatting stream was, like, completely filled up. So I was like, people don't really care about the game anyways, so I'll just drop it. That's what I said. That's why I don't do it anymore. I should really like redo it again. Like even if it's just for like the Garlic streams, I should try to give it a shot again.
For sure. And you know, there are some streams where I'll start it up and then I'll have nobody place a unit. So, you know, I'm like, okay, so the interest just isn't here tonight. And that's okay too. I think that some streamers kind of play it really consistently and become like partners with the program. So if you're interested in that, you know, it's kind of like an official, like Twitch affiliated thing.
Yeah, I've
but
seen it,
it's a very casual thing for us, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've seen the partnership screen and everything of it. When I got into it, I was like, oh, let me check everything out. What are the benefits, this and that? Because I do like the more like the business side of things. I am very interested in those things as well. Like for example, now with Gamer Subs, I'm partnered after I think 9 months of affiliation. Finally partnered, guys. We did it. Let's go.
Woohoo! Let's go.
And I have my own code now, so that's pretty poggers.
Ooh, official.
Yes, I have my full on own code now. So guys, if you wanna,
hey,
listen, free plug again. That's the second plug. If you wanna order anything, iamporro. That's the code. Let's go. Anyways,
iamporro flavor win.
Oh my god, imagine my own flavor. I don't even know what it would be. It would be something snowy, that's for sure. I think on brand it has to be something like snowy, something like refreshing. Anyways, because I haven't thought about that, so I can't really say much about it, because that's probably gonna, if that ever happens, it's in 5 years. right? 5 years or 20 minutes, one of the two. If it didn't happen in 20 minutes, it's gonna take 5 more years. Or a spicy thing that Papa just said in chat. Yes, a spicy flavor would also be a thing. Something spicy, snowy. Yes, I like that actually. Something I don't like, however, that's my opinion on it, is the thing that's going around on Twitch right now. The paid boosting on Twitch to promote smaller streamers. I think that smaller streamers are not going to get promoted, and the bigger streamers are going to get heavily promoted. That's what I'm thinking here. I've seen a tweet of it, and I completely agree with the tweeter. What are your opinions on it?
Twitch. Why? Okay, so yes, what you said, 100% what I think too. Basically, the gist of it, for anybody that isn't familiar with the situation, Twitch is rolling out a beta feature, where your viewers can pay whatever to Twitch to boost your stream so that it comes up on more people's recommended.
I think it's like $1 for 1,000 recommendations, and it was like $3 for 3,000. I've seen a screenshot of it anyways. That's what I've seen. But continue.
Yeah. So a couple things about this though. A, the streamer gets none of that revenue. So basically, the streamer's viewers, which especially, if you're I hate to say small streamer because I don't like to label size, but if you're a relatively smaller streamer, chances are, the monetary support that you're getting from your viewers, you kind of rely on that revenue, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that your viewers are going to start paying revenue to Twitch that you don't see, I think is really shady, both to your viewers trying to support you and to you.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know if they did it or not. I assume.
Yeah, exactly. And two, I just wholeheartedly disagree with any type of pay to win in this industry. It's gross. There is no reason why in the content creation field that we have, with all the creators that we have, there is no reason why these discoverability features should be pay to win. It's ridiculous. It's a beta thing, and to be honest, Twitch doesn't usually roll out a lot of those beta features. We're still waiting for follower emotes. We're still waiting for... Yeah.
I know a lot of channels have them already. I don't know if I have them available. I haven't checked on it, to be completely honest.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some channels got them, like a small portion of them.
Yeah.
And they all still have them, but nobody else got them.
They did them, the same thing with predictions. And I was one of the channels that got predictions. And I was like, oh my god, the prediction feature's here, let's use it. And then some other streamers, I think Lucas and Reactor, came into my channel and they were like, wait, what? You can do predictions? We can't. And I was like, oh, I thought it was a thing already. Wait, what? And then only then I realized, like, oh, I was selected from, randomly from every Twitch streamer, and it felt like a little like I can do it, you can't. But only to my friends, right? It's only to my friends that I'm like that. To other people, it was like, okay, well, I have it now. I didn't use it. I still don't use it as much as I should. But I felt unfair to other people that now use it effectively and couldn't use it before.
Right.
So it's a good way from Twitch to check it out, but I think it's a little, unfair.
Absolutely.
I think a better way to do it is kind of just give the partners that availability, or, that are very close to Twitch, so they can see, they can test the waters. Because if it fails, I mean, who's gonna care? If Tyler has something that crashes his stream every 5 seconds, let's just say, right? Who's gonna care? He's gonna maybe lose, 1,000 viewers or something, but what does he care?
Yeah, exactly. That's chump change. Come on.
Yeah.
1,000 viewers. Psh. Yeah.
1,000 viewers. I can lose that. Please don't. Please.
Please don't. Please don't unfollow.
I need every single one of you. Come on. No, but I don't think it's... I think the idea of paid boosting is good, though. But I think... If they're going to go through with it, right? Let's say this completely unrolls... Then it should not be available to partnered streamers. I think if you're
Agreed.
partnered, you've already done, like, you've basically gotten every single goal an affiliation streamer or an affiliated streamer wants. You've done that already. No need to grow further. You'll grow eventually. Well, you've already grown, so you know how to grow easier. If you're affiliated, that's where the struggles are. So if you can then help those streamers, like if you find a streamer with like 3 or 4 viewers, and you're like, this person could literally be the next big thing, and you're, let's say, Jeff Bezos, you can just spend like 100 on recommendations, and then they'll be recommended in like 100,000 for 100,000 people, and all of a sudden 3 viewers become 10, become 20, become 30. And I think that's a better way of doing it, that partners can't get it. And I know partners are going to be like, yeah, but I used to be partnered and now I only have 4 viewers as well. Yeah, okay, but then I think Twitch should remove your partnership because you don't equal to those terms anymore. And then you fall back into the category to regrow yourself. And I think that's a better way of kind of putting you back into that same rotation. Because I've actually seen somebody being partnered with 4 viewers that used to play like RuneScape and RuneScape only, and then he stopped playing RuneScape, so his entire community was like, well, you're not playing the game I like anymore, so goodbye.
Yeah.
And I think for him it would be interesting then to not be partnered, be enrolled in the recommendation thing, so he can get back to that partnership, because I think that would be a better way to also motivate the streamer.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I can see the paid boosting thing being a good thing. But other than that, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I struggle with that because it's like, yes, of course, in some way, shape, or form, like, money will end up being spent on content. You know, it's not like the streamers that are kind of in between, right? They're not smaller streamers, but they're not getting thousands and thousands. They're like kind of on the cusp, you know?
Yeah.
You know that there's like a lot of like internal close support still being like thrown at them, still probably from a lot of that core community that they started with. So I don't know. Twitch is owned by Amazon. And does Twitch really need the revenue? That's what I'm saying. Like, that $1 to boost the stream would mean so much more to the creator than it would to
or even 50-50, even if it's 50-50. Like,
exactly.
Everybody can spend $1 way easier than they can spend $4 or $5 on a sub. It's like $1. Some, like, to people that have a job, $1 is like, oh, I lost $1. Oh no, better move on with life now. I better get out of this depression of losing $1. So, and $5 is like a little bit more, because it's like you can actually have things that cost $5. You can be like, oh, I lost like 2 Coca-Colas from the pub. I lost this. I lost that. $1 is like, what can you buy for $1 realistically?
Yeah,
not that much.
True.
So I feel like even if you halve that and then give half to the content creator and half to Twitch itself, like they do with subs and everything, or maybe like more bit related, like 70-30 or something, I think that would be a better thing for the content creator. But I guess it's because the content creator doesn't get anything from it. It's basically just viewers saying, hey, Twitch, recommend this person, and then Twitch has to do everything. I think that's why it's fully on Twitch, but I'm not a fan of it either.
Yeah, and just because it's recommended, that doesn't necessarily translate into viewership either. Like, what are these recommendations being based on? Is this paid boost? Is it getting your content in front of people that also watch similar creators to you? You know, people that are genuinely going to turn into viewers? Or is this just, you know,
or am I just
marketing
getting a random
towards
person?
Random?
Yeah,
bingo, yes.
If it's a random person, like I scroll through my recommended pretty often. And if I do it right now, I bet you that there's like at least 3 people in there that are playing Minecraft, and I've never watched Minecraft, and I can't be arsed with seeing people play Minecraft. Let's see here. Genshin Impact. I hate the game. I despise the game Genshin Impact, and I got a recommendation for Genshin Impact. And another Minecraft streamer, 2 Minecraft streamers. Like, I CBA with these people. because these are not games that I like to play. I mean, obviously people can be great people, but in terms of recommended, this is not something I watch. So I don't get it, and I think that's gonna happen as well.
Right.
And I think Twitch is putting the right focus on it, because a lot of people have been saying, like, with the whole bot wave thing, that Twitch should focus more on that. But I actually think Twitch is doing the best they can ever do, because the rate that the bots are being created, if Twitch has to completely invest in that, they don't have time for anything else, I don't think. And there's no correct way of stopping them, because you can say, like, oh, you can IP ban the people making the bots, but then they just change their IP, or they just change VPN servers, or it's really impossible to, like, really track them down, I think.
Right. I think the latest thing that they did, which was require a phone number verification and allow streamers to change their chat to, like, verified mode, I think that was probably one of the best moves they've done so far. I think it's getting to a point where it's starting to improve, for sure. There at the beginning, I felt like it was kind of a mess, and I think a lot of the frustration came from the fact that there were people that were not affiliated with Twitch that were creating these tools, you know, to pre-ban these bots before they could do malicious things to the channel.
Yeah.
And I think the frustration came from the tools were already there, but Twitch was not using them, right?
Yeah.
So now that I think it's gotten to a point where they added that verification plus the other things they've done, I think it is starting to improve.
They're definitely improving, yeah. They're definitely improving. And also with Commander Root, now, like, they officially partnered with Twitch, like, a couple months ago. And Commander Root is the best way to, like, remove followers from bots and everything. I have noticed, though, that the bots either instantly unfollow, so they follow you and unfollow, so you click on the name so they can then grab your IP, which, by the way, guys, if you see one of those bots ever follow you and you're not a streamer, or if you are a streamer, never ever click on the name. Just ignore it. They're not following you anymore, pretty much 99% of the time. And if they do, I mean, it's not going to hurt you if they do. Just don't click on the name. That's all you have to do. And but if they are there, you can remove them on Commander Root, or you can just block them or ban them. I've given up with banning them. I've completely given up with that. I just ignore it. I've gotten a couple, like 4 of them here. I've completely ignored them. I checked Commander Root just in case, because it's a new wave. They now use, like, a random word and then, like, 3 or 4 numbers or letters after it. I think the random words are, by the way, completely random. I've got jagged, unique, ubiquitous. I'm probably 100% certain that more than half of my chat doesn't know what the word ubiquitous means, and the word based. So I have, like, completely random words and then some random spam behind it, but just completely ignore that. Just let them follow you. They're just gonna unfollow. But I think Twitch is doing a good job on tracking the bots down and kind of annihilating them. I think Twitch is doing that very well. Or, well, as good as they can. Because it's very hard to.
Yeah.
You could almost say that the bots are... I hate myself. You could almost say that the bots are imposters. Which brings us to this first clip of yours.
Stop! What a segue! Stop being a sussy baka, Poro.
Listen. It's funny that you say those words, because those are the exact words that you have used in this clip right here. So let's go ahead and play out the first clip here from you.
Oh.
Excuse me. What is this? What is this right here? Who is this? Who is this? This is kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie. Which one of you is a sussy baka? There is one imposter among us.
Okay, so a little later on in the clip, I cut it out. You said that there was an imposter in the game again. Do you get that often with people kind of like using your name?
Yes. Yeah. Everyone in my chat always just wants to be me. I don't get it. I have been in Mario Kart lobbies before where every single me has been a different version of AJ. I don't understand.
In Mario Kart lobbies?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so they use your, or like a me that looks like you? And then just play out, like everybody plays that same character, that same me that they've created? Or...
Yes. Yeah, they'll make a me,
Holy...
and they'll make it look like my me, but different variations, right? So there's like sad AJ and like baby AJ was one.
That's actually kind of cool though. Yo, chat, if we're
It's confusing.
Chat, if we're ever doing a Mario Kart stream ever again, which I don't think we are, but let's just assume we are. Can you guys do that too? Like, that sounds kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, I can imagine that, but I can also see why it could be confusing at times, because you don't really know who won at that point.
Well, the problem is really with Smash because they all play as the same character with the same color, so then I just don't know who I am. I end up self-destructing most of the time.
So it's literally in all 3 of the games you play at this point, because the clip we saw was from Unite.
Yes. They just want to be me.
Look at it the positive way. You're a role model. People want to be like you. I've never seen that before in my life. Nobody wants to be like me.
Ice cold.
Yeah, true. True. My chat is pretty ice cold, so it does make sense. Now you've also. So something that I think is quite unique about you as well is that you're a very inspirational person. You always inspire others, and you have the best quotes possible, which brings up to the second clip here, with probably the best inspirational quote I've ever heard. Let's go ahead and click play here.
Jeez, time has been flying today. Well, you know what they say, you guys.
Oh no.
Very, very inspirational quote there. You know what they say.
Thank you.
You are right. To be fair, that isn't exactly what they say when they get hit by any sort of shit. I saw the clip. I just had to include it. When I saw it now again, I laughed like pretty hard. I really love that clip.
So one of my friends that also does YouTube, he took that clip and edited it and made it into like a screamo like breakdown. So he just looped that scream over and over as like, you know, we got some like heavy bass drops and drums in the background.
To be fair,
always.
It does bang for a music thing. It would bang for a music thing, to be fair. If you just you can remix the pretty effectively, because you've got some high tones in there, and I think was there a low tone at the end? I forgot already. You know what? We forgot. Let's replay the clip for a second, but just the audio.
The whole
only.
range.
Just only the audio this time.
Jeez,
I hope no one's wearing headphones.
well, you know what they say, you guys.
It is pretty musicable, to be fair. It is pretty musicable. Now something that and this is not gonna be transitions. I literally couldn't think of the word, but I do want to talk about this a little bit because I've got something quite interesting here. Is the third clip, and this is more so for better reference to something else. Let's go ahead and press play here. Yeah. So
that was a rough one.
That Snorlax got crit and died. So you didn't calc in the crit when you were doing your Nuzlocke.
No. So Yes, that was my first Nuzlocke run ever. I had quite a few untimely deaths, and I was really banking on that Snorlax because I just had something else die, and I really needed him. Terrible.
Always when you're I'm actually doing a Nuzlocke, right? And I'm trying to learn more about Nuzlocks. Always think of a crit, because a crit can ruin you. And I think with that Snorlax, you really felt a ruination.
It was the end.
The game that I'm currently Nuzlocking, the last best attempt that I've had, I had the same thing. I got ruined by a crit. The issue was I had to risk the crit, because otherwise it was a guaranteed loss, because I fucked up on something earlier. But a crit can kill you so hard, and it can kill the mood for you, because I stopped streaming after. I don't know if you continued streaming or not. I stopped when that crit happened. I was like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I see you continue. But did you like doing a Nuzlocke?
I did to a certain extent. It was very frustrating, especially because I had to spend a lot of time off-stream level grinding. Because of that reason, I did not want to fall victim to a crit, and I was like, I'm just gonna grind, and, the grind never sleeps.
If you're ever gonna do a Nuzlocke again, a little hint that I'm giving you, cheat in rare candies. It helps your sanity, and if people complain about you having 999, 999, or whatever rare candies, you can literally just say, you want to see me have content, or do you want to see me grind for 4 hours? Because I can do both. Right. And then they're going to be like, okay, yeah, you're right. So
yeah, give me the Game Shark codes, please.
Yes. But would you ever want to do a Nuzlocke again? Would you be down for one?
I would be down for one, but I think I would like to do a randomizer next time, because I played just the regular game. I was really familiar with Leaf Green, so I just wanted to go easy on myself, and I still had some bad moments. It was not easy by any means, but I think I would want to kick it up and do a randomizer.
Leaf Green is also the best game to Nuzlocke if it's your first ever Nuzlocke, by the way, because it's easy.
Really?
It's easy to Nuzlocke, but not too easy to just completely stomp it. You've got a lot of different options. You got a lot of different Pokemon that you can use. So if you lose mons, it's not too bad, but it can still screw you over. So it is actually the best first ever Nuzlocking game ever. It's also one of the only games I've never Nuzlocked before, because I didn't know that when I started Nuzlocking, and I instantly started with one of the hardest games to Nuzlocke, and I never completed it.
Which one?
I think I started with Platinum or Black and White 2, which are two of the hardest ones to Nuzlocke. I think I started with Platinum. And I lost 3 mons very early on, didn't feel the damage, and then later on I was like, hey, Staraptor would have been good for this fight. Hey, Staraptor would have been good for that fight. I really wish I had Surf on my B-Barrel now. So I just said, you know what, Nuzlocking isn't for me. And now I'm Nuzlocking a game that's probably harder than any game I've ever played in my life, because the level curve is shit. It's really shit. It's really shit.
I've been watching some of it. It's been a rough journey for you there.
Yeah, it's been really rough. But I like it. I like it rough. Like I tell my chat, I like it hard. That's what I always tell my chat, and then they take it out of context. But I respect it. Yeah, but it's good to know that you want to do a randomizer, Nuzlocke once. Because all I'm gonna say is I've had an idea for a while that I might want to make Rio start of next year. So I have you in the back of my head now with a couple of other people already. So
all right,
be on the lookout for that as well, because it's a pretty fun idea. Now I'll give one more hint to it, because it's a perfect segue. It involves Pokemon, Nuzlocke, randomized, and punishments. Speaking of punishments, shall we roll into clip number 4?
Oh no.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
The best.
Now, I actually want to know how this happened, Because I don't know how it happened. There was no context in neither of the 3 clips that I've seen with it.
Yes, so that was actually a sub goal. Something that I started to do on my channel whenever I went full-time was I started to set sub goals for my channel every month. And I think that was one of the first ones I did. It was a subscriber goal that we hit. So, Isaac, that's my husband. He pied me in the face.
Yes. I've seen it. There's actually 2 times that it happened, right? Because there was a clip of saying 1 and a clip of saying 2. Now the first one I thought was funnier because the cake stayed on your face and you looked at the camera like, guys happy now? I thought the clip was hilarious.
Yes.
So I assume it happened twice in that same stream?
Well, that one was the first time. The second time it happened was actually kind of recently. It was a couple of months ago. We did a subathon to celebrate me going full-time for a year, and we did a mini pool party stream, and I got pied in the face on that one too because of dairy.
Oh, I think I've seen that clip as well. I think I saw the clip as well. So didn't it happen 3 times then? Because I know there was...
Maybe I forgot one.
Yeah, because the clip I showed you was called Gets Face in the Pie 2. Or no, Gets Face in the Pie 1. Gets Pie in the Face 2.
I think there were 2 different people that were taking clips, maybe.
Oh.
I think maybe that's why.
Because the funny thing was, though, and I'll say this, just so you know how deep I went for some clips, the second one had 41 views and was like, what's your most or second most viewed? And the first clip only had 1 view and was all the way at the bottom of your clip. And I was wondering where it was. It was all the way at the bottom of your clip.
Huh. That's weird.
But the second one is actually your most played.
That doesn't surprise me. People just like to watch me suffer. It's fine.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. When was it again? Like 3 days ago. I have this spicy sauce called Regret. Do you know anything about it? Yeah. Do you know anything about Scoville scale?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. The spiciest pepper on earth is the Carolina Reaper. This spicy sauce is almost 4 times as spicy as that sauce. Or as that pepper. I had a sub goal for 5 subs. I also have Godslayer, which is like half as spicy as Regret. For 5 subs, it was a chicken nugget with some Godslayer on it. Quite a bit, actually. And then for 10 subs, it was Regret. And then I had the bright idea to say, hey guys, if you give me 100 subs, I'll take a spoonful of Regret. And guess what I got? I got 100 subs. So, yeah, I suffered for about 2 full days. I didn't eat anything that entire day. Then the next day, I spent probably more time on my toilet than on my desk. So one could say I had a very interesting date. I wouldn't go on a second date though. It's not something I want to do. But it was content and it was funny. I'm actually editing it right now for a YouTube video on next Thursday, I think. I think next Thursday. And
I can't wait to see it.
I'm hating it because I see myself suffering again, and I legitimately saw it and I tasted the sauce again in my mouth.
No!
I was like, "Where's the milk? I need the milk." It was horrible.
But worth 100 subs though?
100 subs is a lot of subs, but I wouldn't say it was worth it. If I'm doing it again, which I'm not, by the way, I want to make this clear, I'm never doing that again. But I'm upping the price to like 250 or something, or like 150 to instantly get to the goal.
Inflation.
We'll call it that. We'll call it inflation. Oh, that was so horrible.
Ugh.
Something else that's horrible, by the way, is something that happens on your stream quite often. And there's not really anything you can do about it. So, let's just show my viewers what sometimes happen, and let's make the horrible thing happen to them as well.
And I just haven't gotten it yet.
Oh no, it
If
froze.
you're watching this, you just got nay-nayed.
There we go. That sometimes happens on the stream. You sometimes get nay-nayed. What can you say?
I do get nay-nayed.
Yeah, it's the most horrible thing that can happen to you, and you do that to your viewers quite often.
I do. So in that particular instance, I think what had happened was I had set some type of terrible sub goal. I can't remember quite what it was, but I needed however many was gifted. You know, I think you were in quite the similar situation as you were just talking about. So, you know, whenever those things happen, we just get nay-nayed.
Yeah, and then the entire chat just gets an 8-8, and I was like, I need to implement this. Because I've lost count the amount of times I went into your channel, and just within 5 minutes I get nay-nayed. I've lost count. So officially you are now nay-nayed on this channel, AJ. I've done a reverse card. I don't have my wallet here. I don't have my wallet here, but yeah, I have an Uno reverse card in my wallet. I would pull it out, but I don't have my wallet near me currently. But I just know you basically, yes. I did just do that. Now, with all of that being said, without you getting nay-nayed, let's cut into the final part of the stream. Guys, if you haven't already, you can redeem 100 channel points to ask AJ a question. Any question can be asked. And it will also be refunded at the end. So I'm not gonna accept them, I'm always gonna reject them, which means you get your channel points back. So it's basically a free question. But you can only ask one, so ask carefully.
Ooh.
Now, once again, 3rd week in a row, I forgot to open mod chat. So, once again, this stream is scuffed.
Professional streamer moves. Let's go.
True. So let me go ahead and pull up my mod chat here. If you want to talk about anything during the time that I'm being useless, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. You know, you'd think as somebody that streams, I would be used to being put on the spot. It's always at the moments that we least expect we get the brain farts, you know?
True, that's actually very, very true. Especially, okay, here, I've got it, finally. Now I need to do this, there we go. So, the first question that I have for you you can skip it if you want. Any tips on dealing with constipation? From Shadow Diver.
Go see a doctor. No. Tips. I would say, you know, I think that Poro actually offered some pro tips earlier. Maybe eating the spoonful of hot sauce might help you out.
It might. It actually might, to be fair. It actually might. Or it can make things worse, to be fair. I've not tried it. You know, so Shadow, if you're still watching, go for it. Try it. Spoonful of regret. And then let me know if it made it worse or made it better. And then I have a question from Dark Dome. What are you doing for Spooky Month? It's actually an interesting question.
Yes, so Spooky Month is kind of a little different for me this year because we actually have a wedding that we're going to on October 30th, which is when we would probably celebrate Halloween. But we're doing there's like a Halloween themed show that we're going to go see. The band is Ludo. I don't know if anyone's familiar with them, but they're actually a local like pop punk band close to where I live. But they're doing a Halloween show, so we're going to probably wear costumes to that. And I also plan on doing like a Halloween stream on Halloween too.
That's actually pretty good. I only have a plan, so I'm doing a lot of like running nowadays, and I want to have like the big plan of running a marathon end of next year.
Ooh.
And during Halloween, we've got, I think I don't have the flyer with me. There's like 8 different Halloween runs, and there's one very, very close to where I live. So I'm gonna be doing one of those. It's like 7K, so it's not that much.
Ooh.
And I'm very interested in it because it's like an evening run with like a lot of animatronics and animation things and everything. So I think it's gonna be very fun, and I might try to record it if I can for cheeky little content, but.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, but I've done a 12K run last week, and I literally recorded fuck nothing because I was dead tired. So I don't think I can record that much, but I'm gonna try my best.
Just
So
strap a GoPro to your head, and then...
I wish I had a GoPro. I really wish I did. I would do that. If I had a GoPro, I'd strap it like on my chest, and I would 100% do that. But sadly enough, I don't own a GoPro yet. Sadly enough.
They're expensive. Everything with streaming is expensive. Crazy.
They're like 600 quid or something, I think. They're so they're so expensive. Well, the later ones. I think the new ones, the old ones you can easily get, but they're really bad. Like, really bad.
And things evolve so much, too. You need higher specs all the time.
True. I think there's, like, now the GoPro 9 or something, and it's so insane. But I'm probably going to settle for, like, a 6 or something, if I'm getting one now. Another question is, will you play Bugsnax?
Bugsnax.
I think I've seen the game once. But I'm not sure.
I have watched a few people play it. I don't have any plans to get a PS5. I am pretty much a Nintendo family all around.
Is it only on PS5?
I was thinking it was, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not sure actually. I've only watched it once, also from a streamer that I used to talk to a little bit, but I don't know. I don't think it's that fun.
It's it looks like a cute game. It looks kind of like Monster Hunter, like along the same realm, but maybe not as polished. And I don't know. I'm not really big into those ranching style of games anyway, so.
Neither am I.
Just not really my cup of tea.
There's also like Slime Rancher. I've seen some people play that. I don't think I can have fun in that game. I think I'll play it for like 5 minutes and then just be like, well then, I guess that's the gameplay, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
And then just bun it. I don't know. I don't see the fun in them.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question here from a mystery person, and I don't think you'll ever be able to guess from who it is. And their question is, how does it feel to be labeled a Gregarious streamer?
Well, I think that might give it away. No.
Does it? I don't know. It could be anyone at this point. Could be anyone.
Well, for those that don't know, I am the #1 Gregarious streamer. Okay, no one's ever gonna stomp me off that list. Jay, dry guy.
That's very true. You are the #1.
Gonna reign champ. No, I think that Gregarious explained that the list was about people that inspired him to create content too, and I think that's so nice. It truly humbles me to hear people say like, "Oh, your content inspired me to do this, that, the other." Like, I don't feel like I'm that inspirational of a person, so I'm always very humbled by that.
What do you mean? We literally saw a clip earlier about you being hella inspirational.
Yes.
Like, it must be that clip maybe that really inspired Greg. Just
Gregarious saw that clip. He's like, you know what? This is the content that I need more. This is it.
Inspired.
Let me go buy a webcam.
Oh my god. Oh, amazing. No, I'm a little jealous of you being #1. I'm only number 14 on that list. Sadly enough, I'm a little low. I think, however, I'm very close with Derry, and I think I'm ahead of him, but I'm not sure. Which is something I can always laugh about it with him, but I'm not gonna do that yet, just in case he's like 13 or 12. So I'm gonna keep myself low, just in case.
Gotta check your numbers first.
Yeah, I gotta check his numbers first. No. The next question is actually a really easy one. How's your day been? With a lot of questions.
Well, thanks for asking. My day has been... I can't even lie to you all. I woke up this morning, and I was a little bit late waking up, a little bit late getting ready, and my shower was ice cold because we have a problem with our water heater.
Not a fan of cold showers?
No, I don't really enjoy like freezing, first thing in the morning.
I'm a psychopath. I love that shit. when I come back from a run, it's ice cold shower instantly.
Really? See,
Yes.
now that I feel like I could get behind. If you're like out like hot and sweaty, like that's the same as like, jumping into a pool. It's that refreshing ice blast in your face, like chewing 5 gum. But I just decided, if the day starts with an ice cold shower, it can only get better from there. So
true.
Otherwise, it's been really good.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. If you're not a fan of ice cold showers, one way to look at it is like, okay, well, day starting shit can only be better now. Fair enough. But I'm also not like I don't like heat, like heated stuff. So for me, a warm shower is like, how do I best describe it? Death. It's like I really don't like it. I really don't like it.
I always tell people that I like to feel showers as if Satan is coming up and licking my butt, so maybe that's what I enjoy. Maybe it's the sweet release of death and hell.
I like I said, that would legitimately be my ticket to hell if I would take that temperature. That would be my ticket to hell 100% of the time.
Yes.
Then I've got a question here, but I don't know why it's a question. This is more of like a question that can only be answered with no. The question is, do you think Porro is sexy? It's only really no that can be answered with that. So we're going to go ahead and skip that one. And then we have... Ooh. I'm interested in this question, What is your favorite Sonic character?
Oh, sorry. What was it?
What is your favorite Sonic character?
My favorite Sonic character? It's gotta be Tails. I'll show you
Tails?
the boy. I'll take a moment.
There he is, the boy.
The boy himself?
Oh, the
Yes.
the boy's got a little bit of a...
Oh no! The boy is see-through, yes.
The boy's got a little bit of a weird color going on. He's a little bit too tan. You have to give him less sun time, AJ. Less sun time. Tails is sensitive to that. Come on.
I know, we're the same shade, I get it.
Yeah.
We're both pale.
No, I actually thought it was going to be someone else. What I thought was it was going to be the character, I forgot what their name is, the main character from Sonic Forces.
Oh.
The customizable character.
Listen, are you saying my Sonic OC? Is this what we're referring to? My favorite Sonic OC is Wisp Shadow, the Were-Hedge Fox.
Yeah, okay. The one that I created myself, okay?
Yes, with mind powers.
Fuck Sega's creations. Mine is obviously better. Sega should 100% hire me.
I really was that kid. This is really cringe. I was that kid that would write letters to, at the time it was Archie Comics because they did the Sonic comic. And I would write letters to them and send them pictures of my characters I created and would say, here's who this is, put this in. But cool.
I think to them they get it a lot. So I think they would just think it's like cute. And if they really like it, I don't know how if they would do it, but I've seen so many like creations be made because of fans sending in things, and then them like, who? Well, obviously this creation is not good at all, but if I take this as inspiration and I make this, then we have like let's say a Pokemon, right? I draw like a Pokemon very badly, send it in, and they're like, this is trash, but I love the concept of this. They can take that concept and make an actual Pokemon out of it. And then if they have any sort of self-respect, they'll be like, yeah, this creation was actually inspired by this fan called iamporro who magically came up with this. I mean, it doesn't look good, but I made it look good. And then I've seen a lot of things happen like that, which I think is pretty interesting.
I love that, and I love that that's almost becoming more and more mainstream. I think that Sega specifically has been one of those trailblazers that is really looked to fans of their series.
Yeah. I'm quickly gonna close the door because a door's been knocking for a while. You just keep talking for the chat then, but I'm gonna quickly close the door.
Okay, cool, sure. So, yeah, anyway. Now I lost my train of thought, of course. Thanks, Poro. I think that Sega has been one of those trailblazer companies that's really tried to rely on fans, and they've looked to their fan base to decide how to bring the series forward. I think Sonic Mania is a great example of one of the first times they did that. And for anyone that doesn't know, Sonic Mania was developed by a lot of game devs that had actually made Sonic fan games in the past. They looked to the people that made the fan games that everyone enjoyed, and they just implemented that. And I think many would say that Sonic Mania was one of, the best in the series for a long time. But getting back to the point,
Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to go on a Sonic tangent there.
No,
but I think
go for it. It's your niche. You love that. So.
But I think that any game dev company, any big names in the industry that start to pull in the fans more and more, you just love to see that. It's really bridging that gap, and I think it's beautiful to see.
There's actually, I don't know how familiar you are with Hollow Knight.
Somewhat familiar.
Yeah, so what I'm aware of, there's been a lot of fan art in Hollow Knight because they have like a very unique creation of like characters in like a very specific art style that has not ever like been done in any game. And there's a lot of fan art of it. And I know in Silksong that it's a game that's hopefully coming in February next year. Please pray to the Hollow Knight gods. But there's a couple of characters, I think 3 characters up until this point that are fan created, that they've put in the game. And I think there's the 2 of them are like just NPC characters that you'll find in your journey, but it's still like, imagine drawing a character, sending it to them as fan art, and then they just being like, you know what? You're in the game now. Like, in Borderlands as well, I think in Borderlands 2, there's, if the Sanctuary flies up, there's the very, very random chance, and it's extremely random, that one NPC walks around the Sanctuary. And that NPC has the name of somebody that has died to I think it was cancer. And he was an extreme Borderlands fan, and like often send mails to them and everything. And then his friend send a mail saying, hey, listen, he passed away, this and that, I wanted to update you because they kind of had contact, and they were like, okay, that's your name, you're now in the next Borderlands character as an NPC. That appears very, very rarely, and you're also an achievement. So people like me that wanted 100% Borderlands 2 on Steam, I actively went looking for this person. Not knowing who it was, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh my god, wait, that's actually so, like, that's so amazing that they actually did that.
Yeah, that's very touching.
Yeah, because it like completely adds on to the feeling of that, right? It completely adds on to the feeling to that.
Absolutely. Something similar to that. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the streamer Wreckful, but he was a bigger creator.
Yeah, I've heard of him, I think.
Yes, so he actually, he was a WoW streamer, and he had actually passed away from suicide.
Yes, I've heard of him.
And, sorry, I didn't mean to be morbid, but they actually put his character into WoW. They named a character after him and put, I'm not sure if he's an NPC, I think that he gives you an item of some type, maybe, but they included him in the game after his passing, which I thought was cool too.
Yeah, I think it's very cool, especially from like more of like a fan of gaming point of view, is like game creators actually like recognize you now as a fan, and they're like, oh wow, this is a possibility now. We're not just like blindly sending messages or blindly doing things as fans with them just being like, whatever, like just give me your money and that's it. They're actually like interacting with us now in very unique and special ways. And I think the same thing happened in Smash with something, not something that morbid, but just like when fans did something or had like character requests that Sakurai went out of his way to try to make it possible. And I think with Banjo, I think that was a character that was heavily fan requested, that he went out of his way just to get Banjo in Smash. I think that was the character that it was. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But I know it happened with one character specifically, but I forgot what the character was.
I remember Sakurai talking in one of the Smash announcements about Minecraft Steve and how difficult it was because he had to go back and animate all of Steve's specials on a 2D plane, and he said it was like an extra layer that he had to program into each one of the stages just to accommodate for Steve's moveset.
Wait, really?
Yes. So I think it was the same kind of thing, you know? But once again, a heavily requested character. Everyone loves Minecraft Steve, of course.
I've really started to hate Minecraft. I used to play Minecraft like religiously. I just hate it now, and I don't know. And Minecraft Steve in Smash doesn't do me well with my hatred. It really doesn't do me well. I'm waiting for my Waluigi. That's what I'm waiting for.
Waluigi's coming, I believe.
I'm gonna hop on your believing boat, and I'm gonna start praying on it. I'm gonna start praying on it.
This is my official prediction. Right here.
I'm gonna just tonight I'm gonna pray to the Waluigi gods. Wah! And let's hope for some for Waluigi in Smash. Okay. Anyways, with all of that, we have run out of questions from chat, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. First for the YouTube. So guys, thank you so much for watching or listening to the podcast. Thank you so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. Next week we have another amazing guest on, but we're gonna keep it with this week. Go follow this amazing guest right here at AJBakePlays on Twitch, on Twitter. I think that's your ad as well.
Across everything.
Across everything. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube as well. Go drop her a follow. She's amazing. You're not going to regret it, and I promise you that. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next week for another episode. Peace out.